Hello there, everybody. I am Red from the Senmo Robots crew, and welcome back to Space Engineers. So, another update has come and gone, and they've put down some new stuff for us. Mainly, the biggest thing is in the main form of this cockpit. So, as you can see, there's the two different ones. There is the small ship, which looks different and actually looks beat up and different polygons and everything, and then there's the station. So, they informed us that the small ship one is the one they have updated and changed and made new and fancy, and the station one hasn't been changed yet. They said in a later date they will include it. As you can see, this does have a lot of attachments. It does have all the attachments for oxygen, so you can have oxygen in your small ships. It even has, you know, right here on the bottom. If I can see it, you can see it. Yeah, and if we hop on in, everything looks pretty much the same. I mean, it's got the frosted look around the edges as if it's a little bit aged, but they have all this control panel stuff. It's actually really cool. He's not quite grabbing it, so his model isn't quite correct with this model, but you can see overall that they did make a lot of changes inside this cockpit. And it looks really cool, actually. I really like the way it looks, because it gives you that idea that things are moving and working, and I would like to see more and more of these panels actually doing stuff. Actually, we will jump to one of the little pre-made ships that they have, because they actually introduced something with the inventory mass as well. Alright, now that we're jumped into one of these little pre-made ones that they have, you can see we've actually done this before, where this has actually affected by the mass in which it intakes. Now, as you can see there on the bottom, it does say 10,000 kilograms. And so if you add mass, it actually, further increases how this ship will function, because now everything is going to move weird. It's going to move a little bit slower because now it has added mass inside of it. How much did I get? Oh, I got another 10,000. So the thing is, though, is even though it slows down, one, the gyroscopes are no longer affected. So that it actually can move left and right still fairly quickly, even with the extra mass. The thing is when it comes to the inventory space, and I'll show you that right now. So in the inventory space, you can see right here, the cargo container has about 8,000 to it. This actually changes per how things need to be divided up, really. So if you have, let's say, instead of doing realistic, you do ×3, it'll actually divide it by ×3. So all the stuff will be more evenly distributed for the larger mass, so that it actually equals out a lot better. So if you do ×10, and it is 10 times more divided, so things are not quite as heavy as they would seem, and you're not overloading an entire ship. So the mass is more evenly distributed, which is really nice, because it'll make ships like this not pretty much obsolete. Like, it's not going to completely screw you to have a ship that actually has larger cargo containers, which is really nice overall. Alright, and so with cargo containers, they did do some changes to it and everything like that. They actually changed the right hand here, actually changed it to liters and everything like that. I'm still trying to figure out what their biggest alteration was, and as I'm looking, it looks like, honestly, if I take all this out, you can see it actually says 0, 0. So for right now, this doesn't tell you how much it can hold. That may be just because it's creative rather than survival. But right now, it can hold an infinite amount of stuff, which is crazy, because this is just a regular medium-sized cargo container, and this is a large, and you can see this is holding more than the large cargo container, just based on, normal stuff. So I think in survival, it actually, they actually upped the size of the containers. So these hold more, and this holds more than it did before, which is really cool. As usual, it kind of gives you that, it continues to add on to the experience, and as they go through, it's nice that they're updating old blocks as well as putting out new ones. The next thing I actually wanted to talk about was something they put on the UI, which they snuck in and they didn't really put out there. They didn't really say much about it, but if you look on the right hand side, the bottom right, you can actually, it says actual gravity and artificial gravity. So that's them getting ready for planets. That's coming up pretty soon, I can imagine, with that being thrown in there, because now you have the artificial gravity, which is what we generate with the gravity generators, and what will be generated from planets themselves, which will create their own natural gravity. That's really freaking cool, in my opinion. That definitely shows that we're getting closer and closer to planetoids, or some form of planet out there. Alright guys, but that is it for this update this week. As always guys, thank you for watching. If you like this, please go ahead and hit that like button, give me that thumbs up, lets me know that I'm doing a good job, or I need to do something better. Leave a comment if you really feel like leaving a comment, that would be fantastic. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't subscribed already and you're already watching, go ahead and subscribe. I mean, what can you lose? Like, 10 more minutes of your time a day? Yeah, well, 10 minutes. And as always guys, remember who you are and what you are. Don't go cause any trouble out there in those crazy, crazy galaxies. And always remember... Oh, that kind of looks like a weird docking bay. Oh, now it's a hat. Yay, hat. Bye, guys.